Hello. So last week I had the pleasure of attending Jesus Christ Superstar in concert with an all-female cast. This was in Fairfield, California, put on by the Missouri Street Theater and Downtown Theater, Fairfield. And it was a really good show. It was, like I said, it was an all-female cast, which is not unheard of for Jesus Christ Superstar. That is a reasonably common thing. I've heard of this happening at different theaters. There's actually a wonderful album of Jesus Christ Superstar with an all-female cast that came out about a year or so ago with Cynthia Erivo and Shoshana Bean. But this is my first time seeing it live with an all-female cast. I've seen the 50th anniversary tour twice, but this is my first time seeing an all-female cast. I had a fantastic experience at this show. It's one of the best theater experiences I've had in recent memory. I was sitting in like row E and of the orchestra, which helped, I think. I was right there in the thick of it, and I was thoroughly engrossed in the story. It they used more lighting than I expected there to be for a concert. Um, there was a lot of stuff going on with the lighting. There was a lot of choreography and acting. So it wasn't just a concert. I got the vibe that they kind of took some inspiration from like the 2014 concert production of um, of Sweeney Todd with Bryn Terfel and Audra McDonald and Emma Thompson, where it was supposed to be Sweeney Todd in concert, but then they get there and they actually they do a whole play. It was kind of like that, but it was a really great experience. And so I've got the cast list in front of me, so I can remember people's names. Um, but yeah, so Jesus was played by a woman named Jeffrey Givens, and she did a great job. That was, I think, one of the standout performances was Jesus. And you could tell that the character of Jesus really worked well with, all the songs, especially, especially things like Hosanna. That worked really well with Jeffrey's range. And yeah, Jeffrey did a really good job as Jesus. What was kind of funny in the show, I've never seen this before in a production of Jesus Christ Superstar. They actually had some interaction with the audience during scenes like Hosanna and the temple. And so during the temple scene, all of the ensemble characters were running around in the audience, basically selling items with their Jesus's face imprinted on them. So I scored a box of Tic Tacs with Jeffrey's face on it. It's labeled Minty Jesus. Tic Tacs. And that was kind of funny. I've never seen anything like that at a Jesus Christ Superstar production. And I liked that. I thought that was a fun touch to really, um, to really sort of sell this notion of the temple being used for purposes it's not supposed to be used for, right? And that is the goal of that. There was a whole lot of sound issues in the show, unfortunately, where mics would just sort of go out and they would come back again, and the actors all did a very good job of not letting that affect them. They were very professional about it. They just went through, and they did their performances, and you know sometimes you just couldn't hear them. And sometimes the orchestra was too loud, or the band was just too loud. They sounded good, but it's just the mixing was off sometimes. Let's see, other standouts. I really liked Charlotte Borlaug as Simon. Simon. That's not a character I usually think about or care about, but I actually really I really liked her performance. This was an instance of me seeing this show and thinking, you know what, Simon actually works really well as a female character. Um, so I really liked how she portrayed Simon. E.J. Johnson as Annis was also a really good performance. They had this kind of sneering attitude that worked really well. The Pharisees were good. I do have an issue with how the Pharisees were cast. There was nothing really wrong with how Christina Ray Cross portrayed Caiaphas. She did a good job, but she's not a contralto. And it is like my dream for a Jesus Christ Superstar all female cast to have a contralto as Caiaphas. Because one of the best things about Jesus Christ Superstar is the vocal variety that you get with an all male cast, almost a mostly male cast, right? Where you have Jesus who's hitting a G5, which is very very high for a guy, but then you've got this bass that's Caiaphas. And then you switch it to an all female cast, and you just don't retain that kind of variety. Um, and that's kind of a bummer because it's possible. It's possible to do that. You could have, my dream with a Jesus Christ Superstar is to have like a Christine Daae like soprano who's playing Jesus, where you have to go up to something, maybe it's a D6 or E6 like it is in Phantom of the Opera for Gethsemane, just take it up all the way there. I have no idea if the rest of Gethsemane will allow for that, but I think it would. But basically make it where it's really high for a woman to sing, and then have a contralto singing Caiaphas. That would just be amazing. And you would have, a soprano playing Annis as well, so you continue to have the really jarring distinction between the different characters. That would just be amazing. And yeah, I've never seen that happen. So one day, hopefully, that will. Another thing that I really liked about this production of Jesus Christ Superstar is the choreography. It was very different from the choreography I've seen in any other production of Jesus Christ Superstar. It didn't really feel like it was trying to imitate some other production. And they kind of really went all out with it. They were doing a lot of stuff that felt like it would be really difficult to do. The whole cast was, really into it. They were all doing the choreography very well, and I liked that. So this sums up my review of Jesus Christ Superstar in concert with the all-female cast in Fairfield, California. It was a really fun show, and I look forward to seeing other shows, other productions at this theater.